Hey everyone, welcome to Reddit Readout. Today we are checking out True Off My Chest. Story 1. My ex-BF is moving in with me and I sorta feel like a sucker. Story 2. I'm responsible for killing my cat 3 hours ago. I've washed my hands 100 times and can't get the smell of cat's blood out of my nose. I live in a 1930s apartment building and have an old apartment building elevator. Think rickety metal gate and all that jazz. I fucking love my cat, Raven. We have a tradition since she was a kitten. I would take her down to the laundry room to pick up my freshly dried clothes. She loves jumping in the laundry basket when it's fresh and warm, and then I strap the laundry bag to my back and carry her back up to my apartment with her in it. Today the load was particularly heavy and I took the elevator back up. She jumped out of the laundry basket quick as fuck and put her head in between the grates of the old elevator as it was heading up. I tried to grab her but it was too late. Her neck snapped as the elevator went up the floors automatically. When I got her out, she shook violently and spurted up blood. I instantly grabbed a towel from my laundry basket and took her to an emergency vet, but it was too late. She most likely died within minutes of the event. I've been crying for the last 3 hours and I am racked with guilt of how irresponsible of a pet owner I was to bring her on that elevator and how I could be so stupid. My family has told me it's not my fault and just a freak accident, but I am racked with guilt and anger at myself. She was 1.5 years old. I paid for a cremation. I should get her ashes within a week. Story 3. I'm a married man and I think I'm in love with my colleague. 33M, married to my wife, 34F. We have a 4-year-old kid together. This colleague thing started about a month ago where I met a colleague of mine, let's say S2728F. We are in different teams. Although she is a bit junior to me in work X and band, I have no influence over her job/career in any way, and the band difference is just one. We met at a party first and had a nice conversation. Within a couple of weeks, by God knows what stroke of fate, I had to move to a seat pretty close to her. We started talking more often. And got a bit close. She is well aware of my situation. I have never lied about anything. All of our conversations are pretty safe and so far no boundaries were crossed. But her behavior is definitely a bit different towards me. We talk a lot about non-work related things. If she's too busy, she definitely makes it a point to spend time with me in breaks. Every now and then her eyes light up while talking to me. And she does spend a lot of her time in office with me. It's enough that people around us have started to notice. While all of this is fine, I think I'm falling for her. I can't stop thinking about her. I'm writing this post just to tell someone, since I can't really share this with anyone. This first weekend has been really hard since I can't meet or talk to her. I have no idea if she is into me or not, nor do I ever plan to ask her directly about anything, given the marriage and kids. Hell, I don't even know if she is really single or not. I'm just secretly hoping she isn't so it can help me move on, and at the same time hoping that she isn't in one, cause of course. If she ever takes even the slightest of initiatives, I don't think I will have the willpower to say no. I don't know what to do. I just wish I could get her out of my head, and also not at the same time. Story 4. There's too many stigmas around dating, they make no sense. I made a post about how I was sad I couldn't meet a girl in the gym. And everyone responded it's best because nobody wants to be spoken to at the gym. Which, on another note, is weird to me. I go to the gym, and my goal is to get busy and work. But I have absolutely no issue speaking in between sets. Also, this comes with mixed signals. I've heard both answers. I've heard female dating coaches fully approve this. But, I've noted that, and because of this, I refuse to speak to anyone in the gym. Then there's work, never date a coworker. Which I agree, I get this. Then there's a staff member at a store, their job is to be nice and professional. I get this too. So, besides apps, what are exceptional places to flirt? I mean, almost everywhere we go with a purpose or a goal, so like the gym, should we just not bother anyone anywhere? I feel like most of the world is too standoffish, unless you're a one in a million person. I've never been able to socially adjust to this new age world. I just don't get it. Story 5. The things I'm planning to say at my first therapy session tomorrow. I had a nightmare about this whole ordeal and now feel even more anxious. I think I'll feel better just typing this out. Sorry for the weird format. The things I know. I know we aren't happy. I know a lot of the unhappiness is due to circumstances like living apart. I know life and your career recently have been hard for you. I know relationship pressure about the future, from me, is too much right now. I know it's making you feel guilty about not showing up. I know you need to figure out your health and life. I know you don't have the bandwidth for us right now. I know you love me and believe the future is us, just not right now. I know you need the version of me that is your best friend. I know I need to stop projecting all of this into us and myself. I know if we make it through this, we'll be happier. The things I don't know. I don't know how to not think of us. I don't know when is the next time I'm going to see you. I don't know why I'm so insecure about us. I don't know why my mind goes there sometimes. I don't know if I should talk to you right now. I don't know if you not reaching out yet, is a sign I shouldn't. I don't know how to deal with this alone. I don't know if I can express how I'm feeling without making you feel bad. I don't know why we can't handle our personal stuff, together. I don't know why I'm so anxious and scared this is ending. Be the first to comment. Nobody's responded to this post yet. Add your thoughts and get the conversation going. Story 6. My last girlfriend wanted to commit suicide. Hi, 5 people in my lifetime have committed suicide and have been successful. As she told me. I lost interest. I didn't know how to respond but I broke up with her. I did it after she told me she was in therapy. I can't be in her life and I will not put my life back into that situation again. I wanna know what gets people to that point of where they want that. Be the first to comment. Nobody's responded to this post yet. Add your thoughts and get the conversation going. Story 7. It's my birthday and I finally lost all my friends. Friend group split some time ago. Was in Discord when one of the remaining guys and he goes happy birthday man. You remember when the birthday of your dead kid was? I just mumbled ah then left the call and server. I get that it's better to have no friends than friends like that but fuck I've gone from losing the person who I thought loved me to losing my child and now to losing my friends. It hurts, I'm tired. Story 8. He always has to poop before sex. My partner, M38, and I, F39, have been together for almost 4 years. Everything is great, he's 100% my person, and I am his. 6 months ago we moved in together, and I discovered this new pattern that didn't seem to occur in the past. Anytime I express, verbally, physically, what have you, that I'm in the mood for sex, he's enthusiastic and stops whatever else he was doing immediately, as a good BF should. But 9 times out of 10, he's been making a pit stop before coming to bed to take a shit in the bathroom that's about 12 feet away. And sometimes the smell will gradually waft into the room while he's amping up the foreplay. I keep potpourri and air freshening spray in the bathroom, and it seems like he has yet to see the need to make use of them. If only he would just shit in the hallway bathroom, I could probably convince myself in time that the action itself isn't a turn-off. I even understand on an anatomical level why pooping before sex could be beneficial. But fuck, man, it's so unsexy. It's my only complaint about this sweet man. Asterisk, and yes, I could just talk to him about it. Someday I will. For now I'm just going to live in denial by convincing myself this behavior will end on its own. Story 9. I met up with my daughter for the first time since I destroyed She Protected My Wife affair. Hello everyone, once again I will try to make this post as short as possible, so here we go. So in the previous post, Story 10. My father is dying and I'm not ready. My father was diagnosed with cancer in late June, and the prognosis is bad. They told us early on that this might very well be his last summer. About a week ago he got his first dose of chemotherapy and after that he's been unable to eat much at all. The side effects were severe. Yesterday they took him to the hospital to get nutrients intravenously. Today my mother called me up and said things are critical, and that we will be going to the hospital tomorrow to visit him. Sure, he's 75 years old, but that's not too old. I'm a 41-year-old male, so I'm very well into adulthood. But I'm still not ready to handle losing him. My parents and especially my father have been my stability in a rocky world for all my life, and I just can't imagine it without their support. I don't have any siblings. My mother is healthy, so she will be around for a long time still I'm guessing, so there's that. But it's crushing me to know my father might be gone in the blink of an eye. And I'm not ready for it. So yeah. Just wanted to get this out there. Story 11. My friend is manipulative and toxic but I can't leave her. I, 15F, have a close friend, 15F. I can't disclose her real name so let's call her Matilda. We've only known each other for 4 months but it feels like we've known each other our whole lives. I thought she was scary at first but she was actually kinder than I expected. We actually got along really well and had a lot of things in common. We went home together every day, text each other every day, and we had sleepovers once a week. Although we were close, she had a bad reputation at school but I didn't really mind it and just treated her like any other human being even though people were talking about how selfish and brutally honest she was. It didn't help the fact that she was tall and intimidating at first glance so people didn't really have a good impression of her and didn't bother to get to know her well. I kind of felt bad for her so I introduced her to my close friends and they surprisingly got along well and told me how unexpectedly friendly she was. And before I knew it, she was in my friend group. I wasn't aware that I was drifting away from my other friends and didn't really care. She made me feel like she was the only one I needed, and my world revolved around her. I thought it was normal and I couldn't really talk about it to my other friends since I felt that she had eyes and ears everywhere and would eventually find out. Recently I noticed how manipulative she actually was. Whenever we would argue, she would always put the blame on me and I would always be the one to apologize first. She gets annoyed at the smallest things and uses me as therapist more than a friend. She comes across as really rude sometimes and hurts my feelings, but I never really told her my honest thoughts since she would just get mad at me. Our arguments would be over in an instant since she would avoid the problem and act like it was okay when it actually wasn't. She did this to me so many times that I was too tired to say anything back. Even though she's manipulative and toxic at times, I didn't want to lose her as a friend because we had so many good times together. Today, I was at my breaking point. Recently she got back from a flight from LA and was really jet-lagged. Before summer vacation we had already made plans to go see fireworks and have a sleepover in Tokyo, but we didn't set a specific date yet. I called her and asked when she was free, and she told me that she had too many plans and cancelled all of ours. When I heard that I was too stunned to speak and was silent. I felt really heartbroken and betrayed. Before I knew it, she suddenly cut the call and wouldn't respond to my text. I started to see how little regard she held for other people's feelings and my mind just went blank. I spent the whole night crying my eyes out. Even if I confronted her about this, she would just apologize half-heartedly and change the subject. I feel trapped. I eventually vented to my other friends about this, and they all told me that they already knew she was a red flag and suggested for me to stay away from her from now. We're in the same school and same class, so it's hard for me to keep distance. I'm her only close friend, and if I leave her, she would have no one to go to. Please help me. What should I do? I feel stuck being her friend, and my resentment for her is slowly growing. That's all for today. Please don't forget to like and subscribe.